Culture and tradition make up for most of our values, and this creates our actions compass. And when we mix this with our modern day knowledge, we become more equipped and we can advance through this ever changing modern world.
Traditional girl. I hold fast really to the values that my parents have imbued in me since childhood, but also I continuously shoot for the stars in an ever-shifting world. So the advice that I would give, the advice that I would give to other young ladies is to be courageous in marrying both worlds, to glean what they can from the best of both worlds, and not to be afraid to go against the grain or the trend.
Do that is by example. I am an empowered Filipina that respects my roots, respects where I came from. I am tenacious. I am dedicated with everything that I do. And that is something that I believe is present in every Filipino around the world. But at the same time, I'm not afraid to break stereotypes. I'm not afraid to break boundaries, whether in pageantry, I sported short hair, whether in my acting gigs, I would sport the most masculine job that represents adrenaline-filled activities. And that's something that I'm very proud of, and I hope other people.
Thank you. Thank you
As
very
a
much.
modern Filipina, but I am still grounded by Filipino values such as respect for our family, the warmth and hospitality of Filipinos. But at the same time, I am vocal about my causes, and I think these are traits of a modern Filipina. So if there's any advice I could give, is that to embrace their individuality, but don't forget their roots of what it means to be a Filipina.
Actually the one that balances that for me. She's a very conservative, typical Filipina. So she always tells me, no, you can't do that because, you know, we're Filipinas. We have to be more patient. You can't dress like hubadera, stuff like that. So it's actually really my mom that helps me balance all those different values.
Hey, Wilmer.
Sorry, could you repeat the question?
How do you balance cultural and traditional values with modern day aspirations? And what advice would you give to other young Filipinas navigating this challenge?
I think to find the cultural traditions and to also modernize it, first we need to accept it. I'm from Cavite, and in Cavite they always say, basta Caviteña palaban. And so I think bravery is part of our values in our traditional Filipino, but nowadays I think bravery means something else. It means being able to stand up for yourself and break stereotypes, especially for women. I think that we do that on a daily basis. And so if we are able to find the dialogue between traditional and modern values, then I think that we can definitely apply both.
Traditions and our cultural heritage has shared with us and inculcated in us values that we could use to propel ourselves during globalization or even modern times. It is in the way that we make the most out of our Filipino values to show that we are globally capable and able to keep up with the times. Then we are able to show that we could be a marriage of both our traditions and the ever-changing times.
Hey, Wilmer.